Good to see you again. My name is Neelan, better known as Blender, and this is the second episode, or the first official episode of Blending the Loonaverse. So, if you haven't seen my previous episode, my pilot episode, I recommend you don't check that out because that was a mess, a total mess, and I am deeply sorry for having that just terrible, just monstrosity. And hopefully, this one will go a bit better. And if you haven't checked it out, like I said, don't check it out. Don't. Please do me a favor and just listen to this because this will pretty much cover the same topic as I did in the pilot episode. In the pilot episode, I really didn't cover much about what I really wanted to do on this podcast. I briefly mentioned it and I didn't mention the schedule. So let's get right into that really quickly. So, if I upload on a Tuesday at the beginning of the week, that means I will be uploading the second episode on Saturday. Now, if I upload on a Monday, then I will upload the second video of that week on Friday. It'll follow that general pattern. So last week I uploaded what on Friday? So this week I'll be uploading on Tuesday. And at the time of hearing this, hopefully I did do that and I did not be a lazy bum. Anyway, after that out of the way, definitely out of the way. Let's talk about my actual content I want to push out onto here. So, of course, I don't have an outline. I think I established this last episode. I don't really want to have an outline. I just have everything up in my head and, just follow whatever I want to talk about. So, I do want to talk about the different appreciation I have for the community members, and I did say that. And, what does that actually mean? I can see the little confusion that you might have. So, what does that mean? So, content creators being YouTubers, especially Caskerbox or How to Orbit, the content these guys push out are absolutely stupendous. And if you have not seen the content that you push out, I recommend you do. And even what you can just exit out of this podcast right now and just check it out, because the stuff that they make is so much better than mine. And I'm just full honesty, and the work that they put into it is amazing. How to Orbit. Okay, let's have these two people be the first example and the first people I appreciate on this podcast. So, How to Orbit and Caskerbox. Caskerbox, I know they did the Luna roadmap, or I don't know what it's exactly called, but it was phenomenal representation of the Loonaverse and the different things that connect the Loonaverse, and it's great. I don't know if he finished it or they finished it. Sorry for assuming gender. I'm actually being truly sorry here. And same thing with How to Orbit, but they do a lot of translation and provide a lot of news, and I can see them on Luna Amino as well. Anyway, if I'm talking too fast, forgive me, and that will be the last forgiveness, because I remember in the last episode I totally said sorry a lot, and I think Isaac, if he's listening to this, he pointed it out, and I would like to thank him for that. And of course, if you guys have any suggestions to better fit the podcast, please feel free to do so. I'm not perfect, and you guys can help this podcast grow, make me a better speaker in the future. But for now, you got me. You got me for now. So let's move on to what else I want to talk about. So I did mention the appreciation, and that was one. And the second one is just providing news, my thoughts on the news of K-pop and Luna in general. So last time I talked about early 2019 world tour from Luna, and amazing feat that they have right now. BBC. I read a couple articles on that, and it's just mind-boggling. I don't remember too much, but I remember two confirmed countries being United States and Brazil. But let's move on to that. Let's move on from that, because it's something I would like to say more about, but I want to move on to more other content I want to push out, and I'll come back to it. Hopefully, if I remember, I'll come back to it. Anyway, let's see. What else do I want to do on this podcast? I definitely just want to just talk with other people. Just this is a stress reliever for me. This podcast is after I'm done with work or whatever I want to do. I just come on here, talk, have a good time. You know, that's pretty much what I want to do. And you know, yeah, that's pretty much it. What I want to cover for when I want to do this podcast. It will range from wide variety of things, wide variety, and I hope you guys like that. Really do, because I enjoy talking. I love, even if my opinion doesn't matter, and I'm a strong believer in that. Maybe you guys can change my mind, but I think that's the reason why I'm doing this, because my opinion doesn't matter and I just want to share it. But let's move on from the 2019 concert. So I was discussing with one Lunar Media member about them coming to where I am, which is pretty much near the Dallas area, Texas, Dallas, or Dallas, Texas, Texas, Dallas. But yeah, it's we were discussing the different places because we know in US specifically, they will definitely come to the big areas such as like New York, uh, Los Angeles. Like those are the two like top of your heads. They're definitely going there, and that's pretty much it. What we talk about, Brazil's really, I guess, really popular. Me myself, I don't really see the popularity of Brazil. Maybe I should look more into that. I don't know just the stature of Brazil in general or South America in general. To be honest, I don't know any like the position South America holds in the K-pop community. I do know a lot of people from South America in the K-pop community, but do I not? I just don't ask too much about you know that. But let's move on from that. The 2019 World Tour is something in the early works of the it's early in process, and you can't really talk much about it except for what I want to see. Actually, let's talk about that. What I want to see, definitely during if they do come to an area near me, I do want to talk about what I want to see. And I just said that. Yeah, never mind. So I do want to see, like, especially a lot of performances of things I didn't get to see. I'm not a really big fan of watching those leaked fan cams. I'm not. I don't really condone that. I respect BBC's wishes. So whatever I saw on my feed of that, like the puzzle performance by Luna One Third, right? I remember seeing that. I would love to see that live for myself instead of watching it on. I don't know if I guess it could be considered illegal, legal ways. I don't know. That's kind of hypocritical of me because I do a lot of. Never mind. I'm gonna stop there before I get arrested. Anyway, I did not. I did not. What's it called? Like, admit my wrongness. Anyway, before I embarrass myself anymore because of my terrible vocabulary, terrible, terrible vocabulary and grammar. Vocabulary and grammar. Let's move on for vocabulary and grammar. Jin Soul's egoist rap. I really enjoyed that. She did seem that to work hard on that, and I think I prefer a little bit more like just have it shuffled in my playlist somewhere. So it's just like, oh yeah, it's egoist, and like when her part comes on, it's just I don't know if it's gonna be English or Korean. It's a gamble. It's a surprise Kinder egg. You don't know what you're gonna get. It's just gonna be one of the two. Yeah, it's just be nice to have. Just be nice to have. Let's smooth on over to CFs. You know, recently, Heejun released a CF. Heejun being my bias, if you didn't know that. She did really well in that CF, and she got received really well by the community and a lot of people near me. In my real life, I kind of like promoted Heejun a bit, and she's gorgeous in that one. Of course, she pulled it off really well, despite the just the short time frame that she was given. And I just want to talk a little bit more about what other members do we think could have a CF? So we know that other members such as Hyunjin and Kim Blip had their own CF, and that's all I can remember on the top of my head. And of course, all the members recently got a CF with, I think it was LG, which is pretty phenomenal. The pictures that we got off of Naver from that was great. And I believe that one of the members I would love to see have their own CF or their own specialized CF would probably be one of either Jinsol or Yeren. The reason why is because I just like them pretty much. I just want to see how they would fare off. I know. Okay, recently I rewatched Wumana after after a while, after like a week of not watching it. I rewatched it, and I just remembered. I just saw the. I don't know. It's just me, but Jin Soul's acting is pretty questionable. Maybe others might like that, but to me, I just saw it as a bit questionable, just a little bit. So I want to see how much she improved on that, or what she can improve on, because she has a good face. She's really beautiful. She's very pretty, and I think it's up there to the point where as a commercial face, she would sell a lot. Because imagine you're seeing a commercial on seaweed, right? Just seaweed out of the most random things, and I know that's very popular in Korea, but to me it's very random. If I saw that and I saw Jin Soul, she just kills it, I would be down to go to Korea, South Korea to be exact, and buy that, just that one brand of seaweed if they don't have it in like these Asian stores near me. Even then, I don't think I would be able to wait for that. Yeah. Speaking of waiting, long awaited comeback, or not comeback, of the debut. Actually, the debut of Jenny Solo. Jenny Solo. I think that's the actual name of the song, Solo. I know a lot of people have been waiting for that, and she got her song got received very well as the time of recording this. I remember reading in one of the chats that it's number 7 on the U.S. iTunes ranking charts, and number 1 on Melon. That's pretty good. That's really good, and I'm really happy for her that she's received well. And I know I listened to the song. It was pretty good. I thought it was a good listen. You know, every now and then listen to the song, have a good time. Probably not my favorite song. I think I liked it a little bit better than do 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 do. I don't know how to say it, and I'll work on it. Next podcast, that's one of the things I'll work on how to pronounce do 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 do. I'm not Korean. I don't know how to speak Korean that much, and hopefully, I'll improve a lot on that actually. So, what else I would like to talk about on this podcast is more K-pop, and more K-pop means more girl groups, because I am a girl group trash. G Friend, or not G Friend, GWSN recently came down to Dallas to perform their American kind of debut. It was really great. And Puzzle Moon, they sang Puzzle Moon, Melting Point, and a couple of other songs. I think one of the members sang an Ariana Grande song, and her vocals were spot on. And I would love to see that also in the 2018 or 2019 early world tour of Luna. Sorry, excuse me. That would be great. I would love to see live performance, live duet of just vocals, because the member did it without any background noise or background music. He just did full on acapella. It was really great. And if I see Luna do that, I would totally lose it. I would die instantly. Well, I'm a blender, so I don't think I would die. Do blenders die? I don't know. Alexa, do blenders die? I'm just joking. I don't have an Alexa. I'm too broke for that, or at least too broke to have in my own room. Anyway, do you think any like Luna members have like Alexa or Google Home. That'd be wild. Just like, I don't know, Yojin doing like some, she's in school, it was like, Alexa, does the Earth spin? Is the Earth flat? I don't know. The Earth flat. Mom, is the Earth flat? Hopefully she didn't hear me and yells at me and interrupts the podcast. Hopefully they know I'm doing this podcast. I didn't inform them beforehand. Maybe they might hit me. They're like, "Hey, who are you talking to in there, huh?" I don't know. It's kind of scary, man. Kind of scary having your parents yell at you for talking. I mean, it's happened more than once. Happened more than once to me. Happened more than once. Anyway, let's talk more about something else. Something that what can I think of? I'm very messy right now. I actually I recently I bought a G Friend light stick. It's pretty expensive, man. $50. It's pretty hefty amount, And it didn't even come with AAA batteries, man. AAA battery. I spent $50, and you would think I would get AAA batteries, eh? But you're wrong, man. I got photo cards. Yeah, how much? Let me count right now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 6 photo cards. 6 photo cards, black and white. Could be a little bit better. High quality. And G-Friend, if they have their own comeback, or not comeback, if they have their own US tour or the world tour, I would dump all my money on it as well. But how wild is that? I know Red Velvet's having a US tour. So is Luna, or having a world tour. Luna's having a world tour, and Red Velvet, I don't know if it's world or US or America in general. But that's wild. I don't know which one to dump my money on. I know Red Velvet for sure is coming to Dallas. For sure coming to Dallas. Luna, the big questionable debate. Texas is a pretty big not country. Yeah, it's a pretty big country, so I would reckon they would come down here because I know BTS came down here earlier. So why not Luna, right? Why not Luna? I'm just trying to get my hopes up because I really want Luna to come here. Maybe that'll be my Christmas present. Give me Luna concert tickets. Concert tickets. And I'm sorry, that was too high. My throat's pretty dry. I don't have any water. Speaking of water, let's get right into our sponsor for this episode. Water. Perfect mineral to energize your body. Water. Tap, bottled, or fountain. Grab yourself a bottle of water. Drink it. Glass of water. Drink it. Fountain of water. Drink it. Do yourself a favor. Do your body a favor and drink water. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little commercial break. 5 seconds. A little bit more. Maybe a minute. Trying to fill in that time. So anyway, let's move on from water. But make sure you drink water. So Lunamino right now is in a pretty good position. Right now we have Camp Orbit going. There's an event. If you guys have not signed up for that, sorry, but I think applications were over a long time ago. You probably can't get in. But here's a little bit about it so you can look out for it for season 3. It's a community event organized by a couple of people, 12 people actually. They are known as counselors. These counselors take control of at least one cabin. Hopefully, there's one counselor per cabin. There might be some technical difficulties on the inside, such as busy counselors who may have to resign, other counselors having to take over 2 cabins. But anyway, that's a little bit of a mess, and that's what's happening right now. But let's talk a little bit about what they are actually doing in Camp Orbit. Camp Orbit, you are assigned to a random cabin. You take a quiz, and it puts you in a cabin. These counselors They make these challenges that every cabin can participate in, whether it be an edit challenge that allows the best editors of each cabin to show off their skills, or it could be a combination of fan arts, uh, writers, and editors. These guys can combine their skills together to make the perfect blog, the perfect human being, and making it to the top of Camp Orbit. As for the reward, Camp Orbit, I don't really think there is one, like a tangible reward or anything like that. But I believe the true reward is getting to know different members of the community and having a good time with them. Because the event lasts for I think about a month or two. Nah, maybe a little bit shorter than that. A month and a couple of weeks. Not really 2 months. I believe that's a bit too long. But anyway, it's a really good event. Next season, hopefully, it does continue. If it doesn't continue, that's a big ouch. That's a big ouch. Cause who knows? It might be a big flop next season. But right now, seems to be going okay, decently. Only problem I see having right now is just the lack of staff and the lack of communication between said staff. But anyways, let's move on. Let's move on. I would clap right now like meme review. You watch PewDiePie. I love PewDiePie. Great YouTuber. I kind of look up to kind of his style of commentary. Maybe not his comedic stuff. He's a pretty funny guy. He makes good content. There's a reason why he's lasted this long, right? This is really getting off topic. It's not even K-pop anymore. It's not even Luna. Let's move on to let's stay on top of Luna or K-pop in general. I had an idea I was going to talk about earlier, but it just completely went off. Anyway, I think I knew what I was going to talk about. I was going to talk about that Twitter drama that Stan Lee, and then Stan Luna, right? Why Stan Lee when you can Stan Luna? I don't know. It's just I don't really want to talk about my opinion on it, but I'm gonna talk about my opinion on it because I don't really talk about my opinion. I don't really talk about my emotions very often. This is the only time when I really get to talk about it. Let's say I believe that this whole thing is just childish. People will be people. You can't really stop people from being people, whether you agree or disagree with it or not. In the end, they're the ones that are saying it, and just ignore them. I think that's just being the bigger person in general, is just to ignore it. If you don't like something, and if you don't like something and it doesn't affect you in any way, just ignore it. There are some other reasons, especially in history, where there are things that bother you and you should take a change for it. You should take a step for it. And especially like the Dutch during World War II and the bankers. I'm pretty sure you guys don't know what I'm talking about. But yeah, it's the same concept that you should, instead of just stepping up trying to pick your own battles. That's what I'm trying to say. Is it really worth it to try to change this person's mind, even though in the end it will really affect you? Of course, you can still be a good guy. I'm not saying you shouldn't be a good guy or a good person, but is it really worth it to change that energy? Because in the end, it will go away. It will go away eventually. But yeah, it's really complicated, and talking about it now, I can see a lot of loopholes, a lot of wormholes that I could pick out and counter argue. But that's not really what this is about. It's not a counter arguing podcast. It's a appreciation podcast. Appreciation. But anyway, you guys really see these people on Twitter, I just suggest blocking them if you find them annoying. If you are one of those people that are, supporting this cause, go ahead. Not affecting me. Not affecting me. Orbit Orbit Twitter is just, it's not for me, dude. I just, after this incident, I just realized it's not for me. It's not something I kind of want to get into. But yeah, I haven't really been getting into Luna news very often. Oh, actually, at the time of recording this, on the 12th, isn't it Olivia Hayes' birthday? I don't know when the actual date is. I'll look it up soon. Maybe right now. Nah, it's really unprofessional if I look it up right now. But Olivia Hayes' birthday, it's, I think, how old is she turning in American years or not Korean years? Is it 18? 18, 17? I don't remember. I think she's 17 or 18. But anyway, it's a great moment in history, in Luna history, for her to actually spend her birthday. I think this is her first birthday. Definitely her first birthday as a group. Hopefully I hope they do something great for her. Take her out to eat, have her eat her favorite foods, just spend time with the people she'll be working with for a while. Of course, of course. I don't know. It always bothered me with this just little theory, something in the back of my head. Which Luna members do you think don't like each other? You know, maybe they're putting on this facade. Because of course, that can happen. Of course, they're employees. If you really think about it, that's what they are. They're, I don't know if this is so down to earth. This is so morbid to think about it like this. But it's just a question I ask myself every now and then. What Luna members don't like each other? It's a rhetorical question. I don't expect anybody to answer it. It's just food for thought. Food for thought. Maybe you could write a fan fiction on that. You know, which Luna members don't like each other? Which Luna members don't like each other? That's a great question to be asking yourself. And you know, maybe alone in bed, looking at the ceiling. Maybe you don't have a ceiling. Looking at the sky, looking at the stars. Maybe you're not privileged enough to have stars. Just looking up, okay? You're looking up somewhere, hopefully in a bed, maybe not on the ground. Well, if you're listening to this, I'm sure you have a phone. Okay, you're looking at the bed. You're looking up from your bed, and just think about it. Just what things do you think about lunar related? Talk about that. What things do I think about lunar related? Well, of course, they're just like the common fan fiction things, kind of. As you as the MC. What if I was a BBC trainee? Huh? What if I was a Luna member? Of course I wouldn't be a Luna member. Cause I'm male. Duh. Actually I'm a blunder. I'm a blunder. I wouldn't be a Luna member. Luna members can't be blenders. Who knows? Who knows? Maybe in the future, Luna members would be a blender, an alternate universe. Great, it's great. Any of y'all good at editing? I've been editing for a while. I don't know, 2 months, 2 months or so, and I'm still not good at it. Maybe I just haven't put in the work, enough work to be good at, you know, editing. Same thing with fan arts. I'm not a good artist in general. In general, I'm not a good artist. Nor will I ever think I'll be a good artist. What else? What else am writing? I guess I think that's the only thing I'm really adept at because I actually have decent writing skills. Because school, I don't know. Any of y'all doing IB? I'm doing an IB course, International Baccalaureate. I don't know how actually I don't know how to say it. That's it's pretty good course. I want to go out of country for college, so hopefully I can go somewhere like South Korea, study abroad. You know, meet new people, meet new cultures. Uh, the IB does a lot of writing. That's the thing. A lot of writing. We don't do multiple choice stuff like the A B C D. It's like answer choice A B C D. This is more like, to what extent did the American Civil War have on, you know, other people? But I might have to end this podcast soon because it's getting really long. It's getting to the point where I'm not really tired. I could talk forever. But I'm pretty sure you guys are tired of talking, listening to me talk. Ah, when will this guy be over? I mean, you can exit out anytime. Resume. Don't exit out. Please stay a little bit longer. Stay a little bit longer. Anyway, let's talk about singing and dancing. I believe most members of Luna are really good at dancing. Really good at dancing. I don't know about Yojin, because we haven't really seen her, dance that much. But of course, me, as a Heejin bias, I think Heejin is like excels at everything. I don't know, it's me getting kind of cocky. You can hear the cockiness in my voice. Yeah. Heejin's the best. Heejin. Heejin's my number one. He's my ultimate. Yes, my ultimate is ready. I don't know. I used to be a big gamer, especially in League of Legends. I'm pretty toxic though. You can kind of tell I'm a pretty toxic person. Anyway, moving on from League of Legends and games. Actually, let's talk about. Actually, I'll get back to that. Olivia Hay and games. I know that's a big thing, but singing and dancing. See, I'm getting better. I'm trying to connect things. I'm trying to not move on so quickly from stuff. Try to get off topic, but I'm pretty sure I finished it most of what I was trying to say in some of my topics. So we're bringing it right back, right? We're bringing it nice and chill. Nice and chill. Let's talk about the members singing. What's her name? Kim Lips. I just totally forgot her name for a second. Kim Lips. Eclipse. I know a lot of Kim Lip stands, a lot of Kim Lip biases. They're great. I know they're very wild, especially some one NFM. Actually two NFM members are just total whack jobs for Kim Lip. Like, they're not the topic for today. Maybe I'll bring them on. Wouldn't that be great? Great to just hear them talk about Kim Lip. I know another Luna Amino member that's pretty wild about it. Actually, I don't hear him talk too much about Kim Lip. I know most of his titles are just, Kim Lip. It's kind of fascinating, kind of scary. He's like a guy you wouldn't want to meet on the street. You wouldn't scream, "I like Kim Lip better than you." You're looking for a fight if you tell him that. He's ready to rumble. Kim Lip's Eclipse is a really great song. The Odd Eye Circle. Odd Eye Circle's choreography is great. Like I said in the previous podcast, you're basic. You like Odd Eye Circle. And there's nothing wrong with being basic. Totally nothing wrong with being basic. Some basic things are good. Like Starbucks. I like their tea. I don't like their coffee. But Jin Soul's, I know everybody was looking forward to her dancing music video, but we never got one. But that's what brings us back to the going into orbit kind of concert. It was very. I think they revealed. They showed the music video. And that was pretty great. But there was a lot of stuff that they revealed during that, and I don't think I've seen one. I think I've seen one, and that was something to do with Heejin, of course, because I can't. Sometimes I think I gave in to the temptation, but it was great. I'm sure I enjoyed it. I erased it from my memory. Do I regret erasing from my memory? Yes. Yes, I do. Live life with no regrets. Everybody, live life with no regrets. Don't regret. Don't be like me. Don't click on that video even though you told yourself you wouldn't. Dancing, singing in the rain. Talk about Jin Soul. I think I recently made a vlog today. Yeah, I submitted it today on Loonaverse talking about Jin Soul and how her song and her in general is just a straight 10. She's a great member of Luna, and I see no reason why I shouldn't bias her. quote me on this, but he didn't exist. So sorry. I love no Luna member more than the other unless their name is John Heejin. Sorry, fam. Sorry, Obama. So I kind of got off topic there. Kind of got off topic. I acknowledge that. I acknowledge my sins. Eve this. Eve this. That's a big meme. That's a big meme. Eve this. Uh, yeah, if you don't know who Eve this is, it's one of the members, Eve, and they just portrayed her as God, or not God, Jesus. Jesus is not God, but he's a son of God. That's a territory I don't want to get in. Definitely don't want to get in during this podcast. I can feel the hate emitting from my microphone, the hate emitting from my computer monitor. Oh, religion? Are you serious? Are you serious, Blender? What do you know about religion? I wanted to be a voice actor when I was younger, so I practiced all these different voices. So you might hear that every now and then, and I'm very proud of them. They're my precious creations, and I don't think I have a very good career outlook with it now that I think about it. But it's great to have when you're making a joke to your friends. Some witty jokes. Like what's his name? Can't think of his name, but he's really witty, and I think it's Heechul. Heechul. Ooh, he's a very witty guy. That's what he's known for. Knowing Brothers, Idol Room. Let's talk about that Idol Room. I actually have not seen the episode for Idol Room. Surprising. I'm a fake orbit. No, but what it really comes down to is I didn't find any time for it. I can't really find myself sitting down for like, I don't know how long is it, an hour to watch. Like, it's not summer anymore. I can't just do that. I'd rather be doing something else. I don't really like videos. Maybe I should start watching that, but I just need to sit down and watch it. You know what I mean? Like I could watch it during school and just go pausing on and off and on and off and on and off. I just want to, take it all in. Idol Room, Knowing Brothers. I'd love to see them Knowing Brothers. Show off their different skills. Like I said, they're dancing, they're singing, just different things that we don't really know about them too much. Of course, we learned some things on like I don't know what it was called, but the things that 1/3 went into, all the subunits went into that one show where they sat in that room where there's windows all around. I always thought that was creepy. If I was ever an idol, which I kind of like, I had thoughts about it. Just a dream, an old dream from Blender's years. But a Blender can't be an idol. I'm not good looking enough to be an idol. I'm too short to. Anyway, let's instead of talking about my flaws, Oh, not again. Praise the Lord. Jesus, why'd you make me slow, flawful? I don't know. The opposite of flawless. Yeah, like I said, my vocabulary's terrible. Trash. Anyway, I say that a lot. I say anyway a lot. Cause I don't know. What's a good filler word to what's it called? Just bring it right back. What's a good way to bring it right back? I'll work on it. It's a journey. If you have any suggestions, leave a comment in the comment section below. I don't know if you're watching this on YouTube. I don't know if you're watching this on Anchor, which I recommend Anchor. Anchor is a great app. Thank you for them and stuff. I don't really know where I was going with that. But let's talk about Knowing Brothers. I don't know the actual name for Knowing Brothers. Or the Korean name for Knowing Brothers. But that's what I know it as, right? I know it as Knowing Brothers. He I think it'd be a great opportunity for them to show the little different little aspects, the way those girls interact with each other. Because generally, the only way we can fully comprehend how they react with each other and interact with each other in general through like fan meets. But if you're not living in South Korea and if you're not rolling in money, how in the heck are you ever gonna see that interaction? You know what I mean? I mean, you could find you could find videos on the internet, but to me, it's not the same. You know what I mean? Not the same. You can see them, like wow, catfish just hugging each other. You could find Heejin and Chu. What's the ship name for them? Heechu just lovey dovey. They're pretty lovey dovey. Like if recently the Luna TVs, man. Like I don't know. I'm not a big supporter of shipping. That's not my thing, but darn, that's something that's something hard to argue. You know what I mean? Especially with Chu and Eve too. That's something hard to argue. Like all the signs point to yes, yes, yes. GAY. What does that spell, children? I'm illiterate. You know what I mean? I don't. That was really bad. I don't know why my voice cracked. I should have got water. Should have got water on my little break that I had earlier. I might do that right now. I might just like take a big break right here, edit that out, resume, and then get water. You know, you know, like which member do you think drinks the most water? I feel like it wouldn't be Yojin. I think she'd like be like dead last. She's so young. She just doesn't care anymore. You know what I mean? Maybe she does drink a lot of water. Maybe I'm just being very stereotypical. Very very stereotypical of me. Um, mouthing words is pretty hard. I'm trying to get better at that. Trying to get better at that. Public speaking in general is pretty hard. And I'm glad I got done with that public speaking class back in 8th grade. That was a phenomenal event. What other events have been happening in this K-pop world, this Luna world? There are many groups out there that coming, these, especially Nature's having their own comeback soon. Look out for that. Nature. Oh, I talked about League of Legends earlier. Olivia Hay. Oh, so is it she like gold or something? Sorry for you non-league gamers, but you league gamers, you relating with me? Yeah. You wore that Timo hat in that one fan meet. Fan sign? I can't. What's the difference? Fan sign versus fan meet. Same thing? Yes or no? Give a dislike if it's no. Give a like if it's yes. Let's see how many dislikes I get. Please don't dislike. That hurt my feelings. You hurt my Blender feelings. Blenders don't have feelings, Blender. Well, Neelan does. Neelan has feelings, alright? Think about Neelan. Yeah, let's think about Neelan. Okay, Neelan is here now. Blender is gone. Get out of here, Blender. I'm still here. No, you're not. Yeah, you're Blender. Yeah, Blender. There's a new sheriff in town. Yeehaw! I'm pretty bad at that Texan accent. Kind of had one for out of time. I had one because I developed it because I was trying to, voice act kind of deal. But it's gone now. He's gone. He's gone. I miss my history teacher, my first history teacher, for this year. He's a great guy, Mr. Rogers. Mr. Rogers. Anyway, like I said, this podcast is whatever I want to talk about. If I start talking about school, if I start talking about me, general, if I start talking about K-pop, it's just all over the place, man. All over the place. No pace. My pace. Stray Kids. What other guy group just released a song? Tempo by EXO, I think. I really like that song. Acapella. I would love to see an acapella for Luna. Woo! I said that it's one of the things that I want to see during the Luna concert. Acapella, just vocals. There's talented vocals in Luna. Hassel and Chu, especially. Those are the undoubtedly just everybody agrees. They are the best vocals in Luna, or they are like the main vocals in Luna. As for preference of like which vocal do you prefer? Do you prefer Go Won's crunchy voice? If so, give me your credit card number and the 3 digits on the back and your social security number. If you prefer, I don't know, who else has like a pretty unique voice in Luna? Like you can distinctly tell it's that person. Who would it be? Who would it be? I don't know. I think Olivia Hay too. Those last two members are they're very distinct. You know, I don't know. They're great. It's just phenomenal. Especially, I actually really like Olivia Hay's voice. It's like that like, especially in Rendezvous 18.6. 1-8. I don't know. What? I don't know. Dude, I'm a fool. I'm a fool for starting this podcast. I'm a fool for just in general. In general. I really like this podcast. I think it's a great idea. It's just me relieving stress from work and school in general. Getting to talk to myself. Hopefully in the future, like I said, get to talk to other people about their thoughts, my thoughts. Hopefully just mostly their thoughts because they're the guests. If I want to do my thought type of deal like this, I would just record by myself and say, screw yos, guys. It's all about me because it's my podcast, right? Everybody doesn't matter except for me. just if I had hair, like a lot of hair, I'd just do giant hair flip. Like that Justin Bieber hair flip. I really like Justin Bieber. I like his music. I don't like the guy that much, but I like his music. I'm pretty basic, like I said. I'm basic. I know that made one of the listeners very happy. Not very happy, but just made them laugh. This podcast is. I don't really expect it to be good, but I want it to at least be enjoyable, and I hope you guys are enjoying this at least. This episode is more. It's longer. It's much longer. Actually, it's much longer. I think we're like 40-50 minutes in right now, and I'm probably gonna end it soon. But let's keep it going. We have this flow going. I have this flow going. My podcast. Come on, Neelan. Everybody gets my name wrong. And today was like the first day of my new schedule. I remembered how much people got my name wrong, like my peers. And some of these people I've met since I've known for a while, actually, like 2 years. They still didn't know how to say my name. It's pretty funny, and they now just asked. I have no hard feelings against them. I just thought that was funny. That's just tough though, having a hard name. Yeah, Hassel, right? She studied in America for a while, right? I think Canada. She had I don't remember what her English name was. Man, I wish I remember. I'm a really fake fan. Yeah. Fake orbit here. Pointing emoji. 100. Hey guys, look, it's a fake fan. Who, me? Yeah, you. Jeez, they found me out. I'm really cringy, aren't I? If you stuck along this long, I'm giving you props, man. I'm giving you props. I know there's some people that would stick around, but man, props. Hopefully, I'm entertaining enough. Luna light stick. Luna light stick. I bought my G-Friend light stick, and it just reminded me. Luna light stick. One thing I would like to see a Luna light stick have: batteries. If not batteries, the chargeable light stick. How amazing would that be? Chargeable lights. You know how much money that would save people? You know how much money that I don't think it'd cost that much actually. It's simple. It's a simple product. You charge it before you go to your favorite Luna or your a Luna concert. You charge it beforehand. You bring your light stick. You wave it around aggressively. You try you compete with the guy next to you. Who's more aggressive? Who's more aggressive? Who can swing their light stick more aggressive? I'm gonna beat you, man. I would say it in Korean. But I'm not Korean. I don't know how to speak Korean. So I'm gonna. I can shake it harder than you. I can show my love harder than you. And you scream your bias's name in the distance. Yeah, Heejin, yeah. You know, it's great. It's a good image to put in your head. Like that's me. That's me. He's explaining me perfectly. I know. I'm in orbit too. I'm in orbit too. I can see how we think alike, you know? It's great. Great. Hopefully my comedic style just isn't too dry. It's not I'm trying to switch it around a bit. I don't know who my target demographic is or my age demographic. I know my target demographic is definitely Luna fans, K-pop fans in general. But I don't know. I know there's some people who are listening are not K-pop fans. What? Can you believe that? Yeah, I just forced some people to listen to this. Hey, listen to my podcast. I'm really excited about this. I was really excited about this. This was a idea that I've had for months now, months on months. Like, when should I get going to do this? When should I start researching? And one of the Luna Mino members told me something that really drove me to do something. Is don't think later. Think now, right? I won't do it later. I will do it now. Start planning. Start planning to do stuff. Cause in the end, if you waste that time trying or thinking about it, you won't know if you actually like it. You know what I mean? So take his advice, cause I stole it straight from him, and do it. Don't don't be that guy that will regret it. Don't be that person that will regret it. And I hope you can take something out of this podcast and go out and try something. Try something new. Most of you guys that are listening are young. Hopefully. Hopefully most of you guys are young and young like me. Maybe a little bit older than me, and maybe you will think I'm condescending by saying this. Saying how he thinks he's better. No, I'm actually genuinely I don't think I'm better than anybody. I don't think I know more than anybody. But that's something I wish everybody would take take in. Food for thought, you know. Go out, do it. Let's tie it into Luna. Go on. I don't mean to be so disrespectful here, but she dropped out of high school to pursue her career as an idol, and look at her now. She brought herself up to what this stature is, and she has a lot of fans. She has a lot of support from us, and hopefully from the other members as well. And I hope we don't take her for granted, and we don't as much as I kind of made a joke about Go On in general and how she dropped out Chaewon. It's kind of funny when I think about it, but I think I should mature a bit and just say that, not try to make a joke out of it. Especially that's something tie in as well with the Stan Lee Stan Luna, right? Or the XXX Tentacion's death. You know, just all this drama is better if we just think about it. We grow up, we move on from it. You know, we grow up, we do what we want. You know, we do what we want, but we're mindful of others. You know, I don't want to be so condescending. I don't want to sound like I'm better than everybody. I'm just sharing what I think, and that's what this podcast is about. It's all about me, suckers. Ha! I fooled you. It's all about me. All about me. You guys don't matter. Hopefully, you guys know I'm joking. I joke a lot about just really bad stuff, and that gets me in trouble. Yeah, I've got in trouble a lot of times for joking about bad stuff. And like I said, it's all about growing up, knowing what's right, what's wrong. And you can't really teach somebody that. It's somebody, they have to learn it themselves. I think that's number one thing in life. You can't teach everybody everything. They have to learn from themselves. And if they don't get it, it's their loss. You know? Yeah. That's that can tie a lot into history. But of course, let's move on because I kind of went off topic, just talking rambling. But that's what happens when you give a Nealon a microphone. Just see, Nealon and Blender are completely different. Nealon's just weird. Yeah, I mean he's kind of like down to earth kind of guy. Blender's he's a jokester. He's a real jokester. Are you talking about me? Yeah, I'm talking about you, dude. You're a real jokester. Talk about that. Talk about that. Jokesters. Jokester. Who's the jokester of Luna? Yeah, we can see many jokesters. Luna. Especially like Jin Soul. She's a real jokester. Jingles. Ah, that's kind of racist, huh? I'm not Japanese. Can't say that. Probably wasn't racist until I pointed it out. You're like, ah, oh, he's a real racist. I'm gonna stop listening to this podcast when I'm already 50 something minutes in. 50 minutes in, almost an hour in. I don't know how long I've been recording. I don't know how much I'm gonna edit this out. I know at the time I see like an hour 30 I've been recording. Yeah, like I've been recording for an hour 30 minutes. I'll probably edit some of this out. And you'll hear like hopefully just me just clean editing. Oh, clean editing. He's the greatest editor. Vote Blender. I'm not Blender right now. Vote Nealon best editor, best podcast editor. My non-profit. Hopefully this is non-profit. Hopefully you guys aren't getting any ads. If you guys are getting ads, download AdBlock. You can download from me. Download from me. You'll never hear a YouTuber or podcaster tell you this, but download AdBlock from me. Use it on my podcast. I'm not up for monetization. I'm probably gonna get in trouble for saying that. Anchor, YouTube, or some other guy's gonna email me like, "Hey, don't promote AdBlock. Though it might not aid you, it aids us," kind of deal, you know. I don't have a big fan base. I don't think I have any fans. Hashtag Nealon has no fans, but Blender has some. Question mark. Question mark. But that's hopefully. Should I end it here? Let's end it here, folks. I'm your host, Nealon, better known as Blender on the internet. Thanks for mentioning me. That was pretty cringy. But this was the first official episode of Blending the Loonaverse. Or if you're kind of like a down to earth dude, this is the second episode, right? This guy doesn't know how to math. What are you in, huh? First grade? Definitely in first grade. Anyway, sayonara, goodbye. I don't know how to say goodbye in Korean. I think it's annyeong. That was pretty bad of me saying that. I'm gonna stop there. Good night, good morning, good afternoon. Not in that specific order. But see you guys in the next episode. Hopefully I get a guest. Come next episode. Bye.